on, but everybody knows everything that I write on has doodles on it. I'm just known for my doodles.
You do?
I'm sure psychoanalysts would just have a party with them, but I've never offered them to a psychoanalyst, so I guess I'll never know. What can I say about such a beautiful luncheon? This has been such a special event in my life, and obviously, I'm going to remember this and cherish it. You're going to have to put up with the tears. Forever.
Oh my God.
I want to thank all of you for attending, and Jen, Cheryl, unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is just beyond belief. As I started thinking back on my career in human resources, I recalled an event in my youth, a long time ago, that proved to be an omen regarding the direction my future career path was going to eventually take. And I don't think I've ever shared this story with anyone. I don't even think my sister has heard it. I was about 13 years old, and I was in middle school. And first day of school comes along, and my homeroom teacher was a first-year music teacher named Miss Maranzano. Our class was also assigned to her 8th period music class. Well, remember back to middle school, you were always at the orthodontist, and your mother pulled you out of school for, a dance recital. Well, she didn't pull me out of school for a dance recital, but other kids got pulled out. But, all these, things that on your last period, you were often pulled out of class. Well, we had Miss Maranzano for music, the last period. And she made a rule. She was very rule-oriented. And she made a rule that if you were pulled out of class, during the class or before the class, you had to make up the time. And, I said, that's fair. I understand that. The problem with those rules was that some of the kids had to make up the time, and some of the kids never had to make up the time. And I just didn't feel that that was equitable. I was dealing with equity even back then, and it really bothered me. So one afternoon, after school, I grabbed my best friend Myra, and we went home, and I said, I'm writing a letter to Principal Costner about this. And since my handwriting was pretty raunchy at that point, and she had great handwriting, I said, I'm dictating a letter. You write it, but make sure you get all my words in there. And we sat, and I dictated a letter to the principal telling him of my thought that her practice was unfair and inequitable. The next morning, we went to school. I proudly walked into the principal's area, and I dropped the letter in his box. That was a lot of guts at that point. Lo and behold, 8th period comes, and who walks into the classroom? Mr. Costner, with the envelope in his hand.
Oh my God.
I need to see Barbara Stillman.
Oh my God.
I raised my hand, goes like this, and off to the principal's office we walked. Okay? I had no idea how this was going to turn out. Mr. Costner asked me to explain, why did I write this letter? What was bothering me so much? I don't understand. And I explained to him, you make a rule, everybody needs to follow it. You have to be, I don't think I used the word consistent then, but I probably used the word fair, okay?